So I'm here at Flex Gallery where there are two New York-based artists that have set up 4 high-tech work exploring Eastern philosophy and new media technology. So let's go and find out and see what this introspective game is all about. Born in China and studied abroad, Wang Yang and Qi Zhenjin both met at the Interactive Arts program at Tisch School of the Arts in New York City. Shortly after they've met, they started experimenting with technological forms of expression. Having their works exhibited around the United States, it is their first time back in China since they left some years ago. So where did your ideas come from and why is it called the introspection game?
The name of the exhibition, we borrowed the concept from the imitation game. And we thought calling it a game, which is a very good idea because it is an art exhibition, but yet it's very playful.
We're increasingly getting the sense of wanting to escape a busy city life, but yet we seem to be getting into this human predicament of working more and going out for a vacation, and yet getting more hunger for this sense of internal liberation. So we thought maybe there could be something else than trying to physically escape the city.
The introspection part, we have been always very interested in exploring the relationship between our body and the mind. So by directing the attention from outward to inward to people's own body, we call it this is a process of introspection.
With hope that people will walk away from this exhibition with more questions about one's internal self and physical form, thus creating an alternative reality that is slightly shifted with audio and visual sensors. The largest of the 4 multimedia experience is called the ocean, comprised an EEG sensor and projection of the sea. The waves rise and fall in response to the brainwave frequency of the viewer. The related work, Sukhavati, focuses on breathing patterns and encourages the audience to be mindful of their breath. When the breathing patterns become deep and calm, the participant can draw thousands of floating digital particles towards them in an augmented reality room. So how do you think your work is reflecting what is happening today?
I think it's very interesting that right now in the US, especially San Francisco and New York, meditation and yoga is very, very popular among young people. Couldn't be explained very well in an analytical way, that it's sort of like a belief that they can become a better person through those practices. It's very different than before, like 20 years ago or something, that people are very confident with technology and they believe that through creating more and more technology products, they can become better and eventually become perfect. But now people are changed and they started to do those practices and actually look more into themselves, which is we found very inspiring.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
The black box shows in a different way on how we may communicate with each other. Instead of revealing our hidden state, what if we concealed it, taking our identity in exchange for anonymity? Oh, box gone.
It's gone.
There's a box. Okay. The most different one is the Book of Happiness, where instead of being the participants yourself, you're looking at 3 people's memory loss and struggles, which are digitally deciphered into shapes that have been cut out and bound together chronologically. As the viewer is flipping through each book, we get to retrace the inner journey of the individual, which looks like a 3D firework to me, permanently imprinted for everyone to see in a beautiful book called Happiness. And what do you guys think about human evolution?
Sometimes we talk about lives as if everything is a gigantic programmed video game. There are challenges that's not meant to hurt ourselves, but rather as an opportunity for us to mature and to be connected with each other and to transcend ourselves into something more. So when we made interactive experiences like this, we try to design them as if they were a game that's meant to be played and almost to laugh at ourselves and our participants. And we hope from the experience people could come out of it taking themselves less seriously with a bit more sense of humor.
Well, that was fun. My favorite was definitely the ocean, though all of them did have something interesting to offer, opening a new direction in your senses and sight. This is Christine, checking out.